Hey, so in this video, I'll keep it straight to the point. I'll be showing you exactly how you can make as much as the top 5% of online creators. Now you may be thinking to yourself, how do I actually do that? What are the ways? And from seeing all the top creators and what they're actually doing, do I just copy what they're doing? How do I actually get to that same amount of revenue? Now you can see in this thumbnail, I put on some pretty big online creators. Now this is pretty much to the extreme because these people are making tens of millions of dollars, but I'll show you exactly how you can get into that top 5% of online creators, right? That you probably see online and you're wondering, as a smaller creator, maybe only a few thousand followers, how do I actually get into the top 5% of people who are making the most amount of money? So in this video, this is exactly what I'll break down. So why am I making this video? I'll get this video because a lot of people want to make as much as the top creators you see because those people are making a lot of money. But also they're also wondering how they're actually going to make that much amount of money without the millions of followers that the top 5% of creators sometimes do have, right? Well, honestly, it's because people think that millions of followers is needed to make good revenue from their account, and this way of thinking that you need millions of followers brings in a lot of problems for you and your situation and actually getting to that goal. And I explain exactly why. Well, the reason why is that you get constantly stuck in thinking that the only way to make revenue is by doing exactly what they are doing in their position right now. So you're thinking that the strategies that you obviously see that they're doing currently is what you have to do to be able to match their revenue, right? And essentially, this is completely false, and I'll get straight into it. Why? And it's completely normal for you to think this way, that you think that you need millions of followers to actually make really good money. But this isn't true. And again, I'll show you exactly in this PowerPoint why that isn't true and why you actually don't need millions of followers, but only a few select thousands of them that are actually engaged and dedicated to your content, right? That's all really you need to be able to make really, really good income and again, match those creators. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how, right? The key to actually doing all this. So let's break down why most of you think this way. Because you think this is how to make revenue. You think that. So now let's break down why most of you out there believe that. So let's break down exactly why most of you actually think this specific way. Because you think that how to actually make revenue from your account as an online creator is through these methods. Brand deals. You think that doing some brand deals and promoting other people's products is how you actually make really good revenue. You think that affiliate links, right? So promoting products and then having an affiliate link through them is a great way to make money as well. You also think merch is one of the also great ways to actually make money, and that's how you get into the top earning creators, to having a really good brand and selling merch, right? So clothing with, let's say, your logo slapped on it or your design. Or AdSense, simply getting paid by the number of views you can actually get. And this is usually through YouTube, maybe TikTok. Even TikTok doesn't really pay much. But this is the way you think that you're actually going to be able to make a lot of revenue and match those creators, right? This is the ways that most people think that when you think about online creator, this is the ways they're making money, right? And don't get me wrong, these methods can make a lot of revenue. We see it a lot. Like a lot of people do use these methods. Merch, from for a lot of creators that are really popular, do use these methods, but only for very popular creators. That's the thing. And you watching this most likely aren't. You're probably not someone with millions of followers. If you are, that's odd that you're watching this. But yeah, you're not a very popular creator, so it's gonna be hard to actually engage in those methods and actually make money. So let's break down why that is. On each method I just talked to you about, brand deals, affiliate link, merch, and AdSense. And don't worry, at the end I'll go over what exactly you should do. So I'll break down exactly these specific methods and why exactly those aren't great and are not going to be able to bring you that revenue you desire. And then at the end, I'll show you exactly what you should do in an actual action plan for you to take on, for you to actually get started on it, to be able to make a lot of revenue, right? So I'll go into exactly all these different ways of revenue that you think are actually making a lot of revenue, but they aren't, especially if you're a small creator, right? So let's now get into brand deals and specifically why, in your specific case, they're not going to be able to bring you that revenue you want, right? So essentially, brand deal is just getting paid a certain amount to promote another business's product, right? It could be whatever product, but you're just promoting it in your content and getting paid for it in return, right? And here's why this isn't good for you as a small or medium-sized online creator. Well, brand deals is the amount you make from a specific brand deal is correlated with your following. So the more following you have, the more they're going to pay you, right? So that leads that you have to have a huge following to actually make a lot of money with it, right? As a small, you're not going to get these big contracts and not going to get recurring contracts, and you're not going to be able to make a lot of money from them. You're stuck on relying on brands to reach out to you. You don't have any control on that. You can't really sell to people. You're just waiting for brand deals to actually reach out for them to ask you to promote their product. And usually they get paid any percentage of the sales, right? You're more put on a fixed retainer, let's say. So let's say $1,000 for 5 videos, something like that. You're not going to be able to have take leverage from your brand and actually take percentage of the sales. And let's say somebody do propose that to you, you'll probably just get like a 2% of the sales, right? And another thing that's not good is that your content starts feeling like ads all the time. And because of that, you can actually get a loss of interest in your followers, and they actually just end up not following you anymore because your content as doing brand deals is always feeling like ads for them, right? So brand deals, although possible to make money with it, especially as a big creator like mentioned, shouldn't be your focus right now, right? Just really shouldn't. So let's get into merch now. Merch is one where people often fail at. And it only works if you are someone who can't sell anything else, right? Merch is typically related to those kind of persons. It's usually people who do entertainment content or have huge personalities. Think about the huge creators that have been really, really successful in merch. Is that really they can't really sell anything else? They can't sell education. They can't sell anything like that solely because they're an entertainment creator, right? And overall, doing merch is not very scalable because of low profit margins and low sales in general, especially if you're that small or medium content creator, right? If you have 100 people interested, they'll maybe buy a $40 t-shirt and then that's it. That's pretty much it. That's where it ends, right? So merchandise will not be able to generate solid revenue for you, especially in your case as a smaller creator. It's just not going to be the one. And especially if you just, slap your logo on it, then there's no really interest for people to buy, right? They have to be really diehard fans to get that and spend their money on that, their hard-earned money on that, right? So affiliate links is where you promote a product for a small percentage of sale. You see a lot of affiliate links, and I personally see a lot as someone who works with creators. A lot of people do this, right? And the problem with that is that you have to constantly be making content around your product. Let's say you're promoting a clothing piece or you're promoting a specific camera, then you have to constantly be making content around that specific products to even get sales and get even interest, right? And once you do get someone to buy, you only get a 2 to 3% commissions, which is absolutely nothing. Let's say you do sell $100 product and you only get $3 for it. Like, think about how much products you have to be selling to get that commission, right? And then again, you have to make a lot of content about it to actually sell it. And then again, you're not even big, so it's going to be hard to sell to a lot of people. Right? So affiliate links rarely make anybody really solid revenue. Again, if you're not one of the top creators, and it's really bad when you're small. So affiliate links will not be able to generate solid revenue for you either. For AdSense, as a small or medium creator, this does not pay much. Only pays on YouTube mainly. Even if you're on YouTube, it doesn't really pay much, only a few $100s, let's say if you have less than 10,000 followers, right? So AdSense really isn't the way to go. And a lot of people think that this is the way they'll make money. But as a smaller medium creator, like I said, it's going to be really hard. So you need to have millions of followers to make it a full-time income through AdSense. And as well as that, AdSense doesn't really care what type of content you do. If you get 1,000 views or a certain amount of views, you get the same amount of money, right? It can depend on your niche, but usually it's around the same. So if you're really doing valuable content or you're just being funny and entertainment, you don't get paid much, which is really a downside to it. So AdSense will only work for these specific criteria, and most likely for you, it's not going to work, right? So now you may be wondering to yourself, then what should I do? After seeing all those methods and clearly that they're not going to work for me as a small or medium content creator, what should I be doing? And what should I be putting my time into, right? Well, the first criteria, before I even show you about the method and exactly tell you what you should do, it's super important to know that if you do have this first criteria, right? And the criteria is if you have an expertise, skill, or any knowledge that most people don't have, that you show in your content? Do you have a specific thing that you're really, really good at and that you show in your content, right? That's my first question to you. And you kind of have to answer yes for the next methods I'm about to show you for it to actually work, right? So if it's yes, good, perfect. This is exactly the method that plenty of other very small creators are able to take from it and actually use it and utilize it to make 10, 50, even 100K per month for certain people that are really optimizing their accounts and know exactly what they should be doing. And I don't know if you have guessed it by now. Maybe you have an idea, because I do talk about it with other videos on my channel. But essentially, it's online education programs and courses, right? Program and courses is basically the same thing. It's just because courses is a bit of a term that is a bit well known. It does have a bit of not of the greatest background name to it. So that is online education programs and courses, right? Programs and courses are essentially almost the same thing. There's a difference, but it's just to say that this is actually what you should be doing, putting your time into, right? And essentially, this is where you actually sell your help in the form of online program, right? Completely online. We provide help to someone looking for said help already, right? So there's already a market for it. And the people that are looking for said help already are the people that are already following you, right? They see your content and stuff like that. So these are the people that you'd be selling to. And essentially, you create an offer where you help people go from point B to the situation they are right now to the point A, which essentially is their desired situation. And why these specifically? Why online education programs and courses? Well, with the online program, having your own online program or course means that you not only keep 100% of the revenue, something that the other methods didn't really have, but you also have your very own business instead of promoting others, right? So you actually own an actual business, which is really good. And you keep 100% of what you make. No 2-3% commissions. No, you're selling for other people and they keep all the money. You keep 100% of what you make, essentially. But also, you build something that is very long-term and also very, very scalable, right? You have a long-term revenue, so you can actually build it. And usually with these programming courses, you can actually just build it once and sell it forever. Although you do have to optimize it, you can actually sell it for a long, long time. And it's very, very scalable. So if you implement the right systems and strategies in place, you can get it from 10,000 to 20,000 to 50,000, as long as you know what you're doing. It's very scalable compared to brand deals, stuff like that, where you're always limited to how much you can actually do, right? And also having your own online course or program, right? There's a lot of benefits, as you can see. You sell something where you actually feel fulfilled since you are actually helping people. And at the same time, you build your personal brand, which is super important, again, for that long-term success. So it is a fulfilling business because you're helping out people and you're actually providing a solution to them and having very transformative impact on them. But as well as that, you build up your own personal brand, which kind of ties back to having your own business. And having a personal brand allows you to do a lot of things and have long-term success within your business, which is really, really good. And here is how you can make more through that online education course or program. As mentioned, you keep 100% of the revenue and can charge higher ticket since you truly help people. That's the beauty with it, is that because you're actually helping people out and not just selling them a t-shirt, for example, you can charge higher ticket, meaning you can charge a lot more money for it. So if you price your product at $500, which is very, very common, you'll see products ranging from $100 to $5,000, right? So it's a big, big scale, but for most people, what they'll be able to charge is about $500. So this is the actual thing we see. You only need 20 sales, so not even one sale per day. You only need 20 sales per day to make $10,000 per month, right? Think about how much brand deals that is. Think about how much affiliate links buys you need to do to make that kind of income, compared to just having a program that you build once and are able to make only 20 sales to make $10,000, right? So you can see how really scalable that is and how impactful that can be for you as a person making that kind of money, right? And essentially doing this with brand deals, merch, affiliate links, right? So having that $10,000 per month with brand deals, merch, and affiliate links, or even AdSense, is going to be way more difficult than doing it on your own and having your own offer, right? And way more effort as well. You're going to have to put a lot more time in, stuff like that, to actually be able to make money with it, right? And with this, even with your smaller audience, this is how you'll be able to make as much as the top creators, because Having your own program and course not only creates a business, but you're actually creating something that people actively want. And if you're able to just bring that offer online to just a few more people, then those people will actually pay you a lot of money for it. So you're just really a few steps from having your offer to a lot of people, and those people really buying and being able to place you in those top earning creators, right? And you are not alone. A lot of people doing exactly this to make as much of the top creators online, right? This exact method is used by plenty of others who have very, very small audiences again, and super targeted niches as well, right? And are able to turn that into a business that generates 5-figure plus per month, like mentioned. And I know that because I know personally a lot of people doing exactly that, exactly what we help out people to do with exactly to turn that audience they have into one of these businesses and one of these programs, right? But in this video, I won't be going in detail how you can actually build and launch your own, right? I won't go into the actual step-by-step process and how you can actually do that, simply because I made other videos in the past for that exactly. And for those videos specifically, you can check those out on my YouTube channel. They're kind of everywhere. And now what? You watching this video. If you are a smaller creator and want to make as much as the top 5% creators, like I just mentioned, the only way you'll be able to get there is simply by launching your own online course or program. There's no really other ways to do that. And I explain exactly why that is already. So what you should do now is learn how to do exactly that, right? Launch, build, and scale your very own online course or program. And again, you'll be able to see how to exactly do that through my other content. But to recap this video, I wanted to show you this opportunity, mainly for people who already have an audience and a skill, simply because exactly who we work with and are able to get really, really good results for, right? This is exactly the type of people that we're able to help really launch those own online course programs for themselves and be able to make a lot of money with it, right? And when I mean good results, I'm saying that because we're able to actually partner up with you hand in hand and build, launch, and scale your own online program, of course, to 10 to 30 plus $1,000 per month, right? All depends of your follower count and how engaged your audience are. But we're actually able to get you to those kind of results, and we've done it in the past, right? And we do this in a done for you systems, meaning everything that you absolutely need, we implement it done for you. And as well with that, we coach you in the process, right? So if that's any of interest for you on that kind of offer, and you've kind of got value from this video on actually how to make as much money, and you have a bit more clarity on where you want to go and what you should be focusing on as a small or medium online creator, I highly recommend checking the first link below this video. It kind of explains another video on how we can actually help you and if you're actually a good fit. And then through that, you can actually book a call directly with me to see how potentially we can help you out doing exactly this. So that was it for me for this video. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.